and welcome to my new podcast. Math teachers don't read, do they? And so I'm going to be talking to you guys about a couple books that I really enjoy reading. And today I'm going to focus on nonfiction because I hear that's the thing right now. So the first book I'm going to talk to you about is called Into the Wild by Jon Krakauer. And this is a really good book. Some of you may have seen the movie. It's based on this young man who, I think his name's Chris. Oh, there it is on the paper. He decides he wants to go to Alaska, and he's from a rich family and he could do anything, but instead he decides he wants to abandon that life and just go live in the wild. And he goes up to Alaska to rough it, and it's a really interesting book, and it's about the people he meets along the way, the relationships he makes, and the adventures that he has. And so it's pretty cool. It's a very good book. I really enjoyed it. A theme that you'll notice throughout all the books I'm going to suggest to you. There's like death and drama in all of them. But this is a really good book, and I think that if you ever wanted to visit Alaska or have ever daydreamed of roughing it for a while and, as soon as I graduate high school, I'm leaving home and just going to go live off the land. You definitely want to read this book. It'll either excite you to do it or make you change your mind. So, Into the Wild, very good book. The next book is, again, another Jon Krakauer book. He writes very good adventure books, outdoor books, and he puts a real good personal spin on the stories, and that's what I really like about it. So Into Thin Air is about him climbing Mount Everest, or trying to, and it's really good. If you've ever thought about climbing mountains, or you've ever, wondered what it would be like to climb Mount Everest, and he also talks a little bit about some other mountains. It's a really good book, really good. Again, there's death and drama and mayhem, and people getting lost, and people getting found, and people not getting found. Really good. Jon's books are, I find, easy to read. I start them and I don't want to stop. I just can't put them down. So hopefully you'll find that too, because just between us, I didn't really like to read a lot when I was younger, unless I got to pick the book, and then most of the time it was like sci-fi or fantasy or something. And now that I'm a grown-up, I really enjoy these books and can really appreciate them. But hopefully one of these books that I'm talking about might inspire you to read, because, hey, I'm cool, so of course these books are going to be cool. So this book, The Devil's Teeth, is one of my favorite books. There is drama, mayhem, a lost boat, great white sharks, birds killing each other. It's awesome. But it's also about the Farallon Islands, which are just right outside the Golden Gate Bridge. So it's local. It's a very good book. It gives you some history about the Farallon Islands, but more importantly, it's about the research that goes on with these great whites and the relationship these researchers start to form with the great whites. And also, it's a little bit about Susan Casey, the author, and I don't really like her as a person. I like her book. And I think once you read the book, you'll understand why. So if you read this book, come talk to me and we will dish about her. Because let me tell you, she's a questionable character sometimes. But The Devil's Teeth is an amazing book. I love it, love it, love it. Especially because one day I hope to dive with great white sharks. Not the ones at the Farallons, but somewhere else where they haven't been too tampered with.